Hey guys, my name's April and today we're starting a new segment called Let's Talk, where we pick a topic and talk about it. This week we're talking about coffee. Coffee. Yeah.
Good stuff.
So what is coffee? I don't drink coffee, so I know nothing.
The good stuff that gives you energy.
Coffee, is it? Because they call it coffee bean.
Oh,
It's
so
not a bean. Or is it a bean?
it's like a cherry. It's a fruit that has a cherry, and then they harvest the cherries and then they dry them out and then roast them, and then that becomes the coffee bean.
You drink black.
Yes, I do drink black coffee.
You never like the other stuff? The creamer or half and half, whatever?
It's good. It smooths it out, but I like the flavor of like the roast. That like roasted coffee flavor. When you add the creamer, it just kind of tastes really diluted.
Because I've tried that, and I prefer. I mean, I don't drink coffee, but I prefer flavor.
Oh, flavor.
Like other stuff to it.
Well, I think people add the creamer or the flavors because they don't actually like the taste of coffee, but they like the caffeine.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why they do that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Then I don't like the taste of coffee.
Or actually, I just like the taste of coffee, and then the caffeine doesn't really do anything.
Are you sure?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, because you drink like your beer, and then you're like, I always have to have coffee after, because I gotta wake up.
Well, there's that.
Mm-hmm. So there's other types. There's that has coffee in it. Lattes, mochas. I only made those drinks when I worked at the theater. And then the first day or whatever, like they do the training. So you make a latte because that's like the base for all the other drinks. If you know how to make a latte, you can make the other stuff. And then we each got to make the latte. She showed us how to do it, and then we made it. And then she's like, yeah, now you made yourself a latte, so now that latte is yours. And I remember I was like, cool, okay, I made a latte. I'm gonna drink it. So I drank it, and I'm like, I don't want it. Anybody want a latte? Because I don't want it. This was like super nasty. It was like nothing. And then I hated using that coffee machine. I hated it.
Because you don't like the drink?
Well, not just the drink, just making it. We have a Keurig. Well, it's your Keurig, so I don't use it. You can put ground coffee in there.
Yeah.
But you can also use the K-cups.
It's all the same concept. It's like they have the pod with like the filter and like a set amount of like ground coffee in there, and maybe some flavors. And then it just like pokes a hole into the top of the pod, and then on the bottom, and then it puts like compressed hot water through that, and then brews coffee, just like how you do with like a regular machine. But those you would have to measure out your amount of coffee you want, and then put it into like a bucket, they call it, and then brew that. Just K-cups are kind of wasteful. Expensive. They're expensive. What's your favorite kind of drink? Coffee drink?
The Starbucks s'mores.
That's a good one.
That's the only. Oh, well, no. Yeah, that's it. But I guess for me, it's just there is that hint of coffee, but I like the other flavors kind of make it more subtle. So I could still taste it, but it's not overwhelming.
Kind of like, tastes like dark chocolate.
Yes. What's your drink of choice? Other than your black coffee.
The choice is, besides black coffee,
yes,
is Americano.
Why?
It's basically a black coffee. Maybe with espresso.
Because it has water?
Yeah, it's espresso with water. I don't know. For me, lattes just don't really... They're good. Actually, well, if we're going to say something that's not black, like coffee like that related, I really like breves.
What is that?
Espresso with steamed half and half. So it's like a latte, but it's like way more rich because there's more fat in the half and half.
Oh.
So when you taste it, it tastes like there's like butter on top of your latte.
Oh, ew.
It's so flavorful and rich, and it mixes with like the roast flavor, and it's really good. But you have it in a smaller size.
Butter?
It's
you say
so fatty.
Butter on top of?
Well, that's a good way to describe it. It's like, I'm sure you don't just eat plain butter, but like when you eat like a steak that has butter on it, you can taste like that kind of like that richness, right, along with that steak flavor. It's kind of blended. So it's like with the coffee, it's like that coffee flavor will absorb in that fat, and they'll have like that rich, velvety, creamy kind of roast flavor. It's really nice. Where a latte is just like, the milk's okay. And also, lattes make my stomach kind of bubble. So I don't get them.
So you get gassy off of lattes.
Yeah, I get gassy off lattes, especially in the morning or at like 3 a.m.
So since you're the coffee drinker, how many cups do you drink a day?
On my days off with school, 3 cups, 2 to 3 cups, probably 3 cups. Yeah, let's go with the higher number. During work days, having the coffee available. Like 5 cups at least. 5 cups average. 5 cups average, yeah. Because I get too thirsty after a while. Like a maximum, maybe 8 cups of coffee.
And that's just to keep you going or just because it's there?
It's because it's there. I'm definitely addicted. I need my morning cup of coffee. 2 cups of those. Because I'm busy, I don't really have time to drink the whole cup. I get that second cup. Then after that, I'll have like another cup in like a few hours. And then like another one. Then another one before I leave after 8 or 9 hours at work. And that includes mixed like shots, espresso shots, Americanos, or just regular fresh coffee. So 5 cups of coffee or maybe like 8 shots of espresso. But I've been trying to go less shots of espresso. Oh, fact. Brewed coffee has
you
more...
say L-fact?
I said fact.
Oh, I think you said L-fact.
Oh, maybe. L-fact. L-fact. Brewed coffee has more caffeine than espresso. A lot of people actually don't like to drink the espresso. They want the old school coffee. I like the taste of both, but some people, I'll offer them an Americano, which is, it's basically the same thing. They won't want it. They'll just like, man. Yeah, the taste is like mostly the same, but like Americano is more roasty, more bitter, a little more acidic. For an Americano, it's a different type of bean that's roasted different. So you can still have like a dark roast flavor or a medium roast or whatever, but it's still a little bit lighter. And then along with the espresso process, having like the more compressed amount of coffee with more heat and water pressure, it makes a stronger like shot. Another thing too, well, there's a few different factors, but like bad espresso drinks can be related to like improper grind settings, also the grind speed and amount. So when like the temperature changes, it gets more humid or it's like colder, those settings need to be changed to make the taste ideal and the volume of shot that's brewed. So it's like a multiple factor kind of thing.
So how did you get into coffee then? Your first taste, who was like, here, you should try this? Or you were just like, you know what, I want to try coffee on my own?
It was my dad.
Oh.
Because he had his espresso machine.
Oh yeah, he does.
So he would make espresso like he'd make it every day before work. But on Sundays, he'd make it in the morning too. And then, I wanted to try some. And it's pretty good. I mean,
really?
This was when I was older, not like when I was like 10 or 12.
How old are we talking?
Like 16 or something. Taste buds started to change.
Well, because like mostly my mom, she was the one that was drinking coffee most of the time. And so I would always like try her coffee. Like she would put her sugar or creamer or whatever. I always tried it. Even like when I got older, I was like, let me try it again. And every time I was like, I don't like this. It doesn't taste good. How can you drink this every morning? And I just like, even the lattes and the mochas and whatever, it's like I still never got into that, phase of drinking coffee in the morning. And like people have even asked me like, how do you not drink coffee? Like, how did you not get into that? And I'm like, it's just not into it. I tried it. I've tried it multiple times and I never liked it. Which I'm actually okay with because I know people like, my best friend, she's like, I can't function without my coffee. I'm like, ooh, I can't do it. Like, I'm usually just get up and go, get ready, whatever. But she's like, no, I need coffee before I can do anything.
Almonds is really good with coffee. It's like a perfect match in heaven. It's like that nutty flavor. It's not like peanut butter, but like...
So you want a nutty coffee?
Yeah, I mean, most people want a nutty coffee. I mean...
You're trying so hard not to laugh. He's stupid.
Like a nutty mocha or something.
Really?
Yeah, people like nutty.
Nutty coffee?
Well, almond in its own. I mean, like peanut butter. Yeah, like peanut butter s'mores or something that might work. But like, or a peanut butter mocha that could work. Because peanut butter chocolate, right? Which coffee place is the best?
I've only been to one. You're asking the wrong person. I've only been to one. Well, because there's
Starbucks, there's Pete's, and then all the small coffee shops in Portland.
I mean, if I do go to like a little cafe shop, I don't get the coffee. I get the little pastry stuff that they have. Oh.
Most of those pastries are frozen.
Yeah, but if we go there, I might as well just get a little something because I'm not gonna take the coffee. Oh, Seattle's best. That's what I was thinking of.
Seattle's the best?
No, I said Seattle's best. There's that.
Seattle's best.
Yeah, the coffee place. That's the one I was thinking of.
The red one.
I was like, there's another coffee place I remember hearing, but I've only been to Starbucks. I'm just saying. I should try more places, but again, I don't drink coffee, so I don't see the point.
How about Dunkin' Donuts?
I haven't tried their coffee, if that's what you're saying.
I haven't either. Well, I've had the coffee from like the package.
I've had the donuts. Well, what's yours then?
Good question.
Because you're the one that drinks the coffee, so you're the person to ask.
Pizza's pretty good. It's better than Starbucks. And then Ava's, a local favorite, is good, but they're not always consistent. How to make a really good cup of coffee.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Tips from Jeff.
Tips from Jeff. The regular drip coffee, always brew your coffee fresh. Grind your beans fresh. And then don't go too overboard with the amount of grounds. Or like espresso-based drinks, same thing. Ground your beans fresh. And then always steam your milk first. And then brew your shots. Put your shots in the bottom and then put that lovely, silky, velvety steamed milk on top of those shots. And always kind of angle it too as you're pouring.
Do the little designs.
Yeah, you can make like the little heart or the balls or...
The balls?
Well, if you do the heart wrong, it looks like balls.
Oh,
like really far hung low balls.
Oh, God.
Or a shallot.
You went from balls to shallot.
It transitions very quickly.
That's two completely different things.
But it's not hard. But always just make sure you steam your milk first, and then don't take too long to brew your shots. Put it together, because if you wait to put your steamed milk in, the milk separates and it's not as creamy and velvety as it should be. It's more like a lot of steamed milk and then like a big dollop of hot foam
Daisy.
that goes of Daisy. It looks like sour cream that goes on top and you can waft it on, which you wouldn't want that for a latte or a cappuccino. It wouldn't work well. And then cappuccinos, you're gonna have way more foam that you're gonna steam in the first place. So like in your like pitcher, for example, like you're gonna have like steam milk to here and then like foam that's up to there, and then when you pour it in the cup, you'll put that steam milk about halfway up in your, let's say like 16-ounce cup. You're gonna put it halfway after putting the shots in the bottom, and then you're just gonna take the rest of that foam and fill up to the top. And then when you drink that, it's a lot of foam in your mouth, and then you get some of that coffee and steam milk in there as it mixes. Always brew quick, make the drink quick, and then serve quick, and it tastes the best.
When I was working at the theater, I had one customer who ordered some coffee drink, and so I made it. She like took it, drank it, whatever, and then she came back. She's like, "Oh, this isn't hot." She's like, "Can I have it hot, please?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure." Like I don't know much about coffee. I don't know how to make them, so I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I'm like, "My bad. I made it wrong, I guess." So I went and did it again. And same thing. She was like, "It's okay. I'm just gonna go downstairs or whatever and get a coffee from the other place." I was like, "All right, cool." She comes back with her coffee, right? But of course, we're at theater. No outside food or drinks are allowed. So the manager, she was like, "I'm sorry, but you can't bring that in here." And she was like, "What do you mean I can't bring this in here? I asked you guys to make me coffee, and it's not hot enough, so I had to go get my own coffee." She's like, "Well, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah." And she was, like, screaming at the manager, like, top of the lungs. I'm like, this is why I'm glad I'm not a manager. But I'm like, did I really not make my coffee hot? Like, I steamed that to where I can't even touch, the cup, right?
Yeah, you can't touch the bottom.
Yeah, I can't touch the bottom. I don't know if I'm just that sensitive that I can't touch hot. Or, like, she just needs, amplified hotness to her coffee. I don't know.
Well,
but I was just like...
You might have went a little under, but I don't think you went too far under. Some people are really sensitive to that.
When the second time when she came up to me, she's like, "It's not hot enough." I was like, "Okay, well, I remember how I felt it last time, that it was hot." I'm like, "Okay, let me just make it hotter. I'll just hold it there hot a little longer." So when I just kept touching it, I'm like, "Okay, this is like burning."
What kind of nationality was she?
She was Asian.
Most of us, on average, we like our coffee, like the milk steamed to like 160, 170. Maybe that's great. Makes a good cup. But other people, they want it above 180. But at that point, you start burning the milk. But that's the way they want it. They want their coffee super hot. And
so I'm thinking I didn't meet her standards of hot.
There's nothing you can do about that. You just have to brew it hot like they want. And they can enjoy the poorly made coffee because it's not supposed to be made that way. I actually had that same thing happen at the theater too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the one customer. I made it the first time the normal way. He didn't like it. He said it was not hot enough. So I remade it hot, and he said it's better, but it's still not that hot. I'm like, so there's just people like that.
Yeah.
go with the alternative milks. So
The soy milk. The
everyone
almond milk.
wants their precious almond milk, but not every place serves it because they are cautious about nut allergies. So there's coconut milk and soy milk. Soy milk's good. Doesn't taste that great.
Good old fashioned 2%.
2%'s great, yes, but
Fat free.
back on the topic.
I was.
Soy milk
What?
is good,
Talk about your milk.
and it's probably better than coconut milk. Coconut milk is good too. Tastes better, but it's super thin, not fatty enough. It's like not the same. It doesn't foam up as good. So if you ever make a drink with like coconut milk, and someone tells you it's not that good, well, that's why. But yeah, almond milk is probably the best, and then soy milk foams up pretty good. But nothing beats half and half. And if someone asks you to use heavy whipping cream, don't ask them why, because it's pretty good. But it's also like 100% fat. I've had people at work ask, because we offer half and half, right,
Yeah,
to put
yeah.
in their coffee.
Yeah.
I've had people ask for like heavy whipping cream. And I'm just like,
I thought you said it tastes good though.
it tastes good, but I think it's a little excessive. Like,
But if it tastes good.
yes, I think half and half does the job, though.
So that is it for Let's Talk Coffee. And if you have any comments on that, you can put it in the comments below. If you like the video, hit the like and subscribe for more. And we will see you next time for another Let's Talk. Bye!